So let's move on to bipolar perception. It says there on the screen, valuing the past and inventing the future. Why is that there? Well, there's a contention that actually we are increasingly people who live in an either-or world. It's got to be fantastic or it's got to be awful. Look at this book. This is a book by a guy who you might not know by name, but you might know what it refers to, Eden. The Eden Project, located down in Cornwall. Tim Smith, the author of this book, would not say he created the Eden Project, but he was the person who actually had a vision which he wanted to share with other people about how you could take a piece of landscape in an area which had low levels of employment down in Cornwall, which had seen the China clay industry disappear, and how you could create in that landscape something which would not only provide employment long-term for people in that area, but would become a source of inspiration about how, yes, as I said a moment ago, we can change things. We can be clever. We can be creative. We can look at our environment and we can measure, ascertain, study, reflect, and maybe come up with clever notions about how we can continue to do wonderful things on this planet. Now, to do that means you can't adopt that bipolar perception, the either-or. It's not all good, it's not all bad. And one of the reasons I'm drawing your attention to Tim Smith's book is not to say, hey, you've got to read all of this, but actually it's like so many creative purposes. It's a study, it's a journey of immense tenacity and passion, where half the time things are going wrong. A man or a woman has an idea. They share that with others. Most people say, what's that? Don't understand it. Don't get it. Go away. They need money. Most people say, I'm sorry, you haven't got the right criteria for us to give you money. They think they found the right space in the landscape. And then people say, sorry, no, you can't use that. Find somewhere else. Do they give up? What I'm saying is, people, hopefully many people in this room, in their own lives, demonstrate their qualities, not just by the individual sharpness of the thinking, but also by the sheer tenacity and passion to sustain a purpose, to keep on doing something when it got difficult. And that means you have to live outside a world of bipolar perception. It's right, it's wrong. Often you spend a lot of time in the grey area in the middle, knocking on doors, literally and virtually, persuading people to go to places that they might initially not be able to imagine.